You're probably wondering, you're probably wondering, when did your life go wrong? When did you make that wrong turn? When did you go, they say, make a left at Albuquerque? I made some notes here so I can keep on subject. So why your life is cooked? What do you mean by cooked? Your life is, you're going in a direction you don't want to go to. And you don't understand why you're not going in that right direction. You don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to you. You know the direction you want to go, but for some odd reason you're not going in that direction, and you don't understand why. The subconscious mind is very powerful. It's very, very powerful. Even though you know you want to go a certain direction, your subconscious will make you go a different direction. And I'm going to explain to you why that happens. What happened is the right person told you the wrong thing at the right time. Like, does that make any sense? Yeah, it makes sense. The right person told you the wrong thing at the right time. So when I mean the right person, I'm talking about like your mom. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. Be a family member, a guardian, somebody you trusted, an older friend. They told you something at the right time, and that clicked in your subconscious, and you've been writing that out for your entire life. These are the things that's been playing, that could be playing in your head. Somebody could have said the white man, blah, blah, blah. And that clicked in your head, and it's like, okay, yeah, the white man. Then there's the black man. So if you're a white guy, the black man is blah, blah, blah. And that clicked, and that's been riding in your life your whole time. Happy wife, happy life. So here you are. There's another one I wrote that said, men are supposed to sacrifice. We're supposed to sacrifice because we're men. We're supposed to sacrifice, right? Some people may have said the government this, the government that. Then you have people who don't believe in school. Then you have the whole religion thing. It could just be many of things that's affecting your life right now. And you don't even know it. So you start tracing your life backwards. This is you reflecting on your life. You one-on-one by yourself, reflecting on your life and saying, you know what? I need to find out when I went wrong. What happened in my life? What did I do? Because when that one thing that right person said to you, the wrong thing at the right time, you've been making decisions on that thing your entire life. Your entire life, you've been making decisions on that one thing that person said. This has been bad decision on top of bad decision, and that's why you are where you are right now. It's almost that simple. I said almost. Because there's other things that come into play where you could have made better decisions, but you went against your better judgment. How many times you did that? How many times you went against your better judgment? How many times you said, no, I'm not, and you did it anyway? You know you're messing, even right now, you know you're messing up right now, and you're still going to continue to do that thing because why? The right person told you the wrong thing at the right time. The subconscious is powerful, man. Very powerful. Aristotle said, give me a child to the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. Because they knew how powerful the subconscious mind was. Bob Proctor talks about how powerful the subconscious mind is. For the time you're born, up to the age of 7, your subconscious mind is wide open, which means it's just taking all this information in. It's figuring out the language. It's trying to figure out the religion, the environment, the people, what I call a rep, religion, environment, and people. Your subconscious is absorbing all of this stuff. It's wide open up to the age of about 7. When you get about 7, you start forming your own individual personality after 7 years old. After you're 7, you start feeling yourself. You start figuring yourself out at 7. And then you add another couple of years after that, you're a teenager and you're really getting into your ego and your id, your identity. You see how this is starting to work? But here's the problem with that. As you're figuring yourself out And you may have a bad foundation. I call it the foundation: religion, environment, and people, including social media if you were born after, say, 95. Including social media. If you have a bad foundation and you're trying to figure yourself out, those two things are going to collide with each other. And that's not a good thing. That's when you have these conflicts between yourself. Or people who are like highly religious, right? But then they grow up and start doing a bunch of stuff that's anti-religion. Or you have people who were raised anti-religion. Then they grew up and now they're highly religious. So you're constantly having these battles between yourself and trying to figure out what is right and what is wrong. Yes, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. You try to figure these things out. And it's not easy. Because your environment may change. The people around you may change. A lot of times people just stay in that little environment what they would call a comfort zone. Your comfort zone is that little environment that you're in. You're comfortable and you stay in. That's why some people never leave their city, never leave their state, never leave their neighborhood, their community. They never leave. Because they're comfortable there and they know if they go out, they got to start experiencing different things. And they don't want to do that. Why am I even telling you all this? In the next couple of years, things are going to get so wild and so crazy. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to be forced out of your comfort zone. Literally forced out of your comfort zone. So what are you going to do then? The worst time to make a plan is when you're inside of a situation. Let me say that again. The worst time to make a plan is when you're inside of a situation. You need to already have a plan. A situation occurs and you just change it just a little bit to the new information that you're getting. Because if you're making a plan inside of a bad situation, you're gonna make all type of bad decisions because the brain doesn't function that well. It's gonna be on some fight or flight, and when you're on a fight or flight, that's what you're gonna be on, fight or flight. You're gonna be making all type of bad decisions. You see it all the time in movies. I'm gonna reference a lot of movies when I make my videos. You see it in movies when people make bad decisions when they're in that fight or flight. We should go this way. No, that doesn't sound good. We should be going this way. No, we're going to go this way. And they go that way and something bad happens. Why? During the fight or flight, the brain is just like, let's go, let's go, let's go, versus doing what's rational. You're going to do what's emotional, especially if you're RBM, which is raised by mom. But I digress on that for right now. We'll talk about that on future videos. So like I said, the right person told you the wrong thing at the right time. And that's why your life is the way it is. You're like, well, Rome, how can I fix that? Glad you asked. It's called the reset. The reset. You click the link, you get into the reset, and you start figuring these things out for yourself. It's going to break you down to make you answer questions about yourself. That's the only way you're going to be able to break the comfort zone. There's no other way around it. You can't pray your way out of this. There's no prayer. There's no, what I call PhD, pray, hope, and dream. There is no pray, hope, and dream. This is you. You got to figure it out. And the reset is a way of helping you figure that out. I'm out.